beginning of the 2016-17 school year, Perkiomen Valley School District adopted the Math and Focus curriculum as part of its efforts to help students meet PA core standards for mathematics. The standards, which were adopted in 2014, require students to be fluent in math concepts and operations, and also require students to be able to solve complex problems. In response to these more rigorous expectations, PVSD is now using the Math and Focus resource at the elementary level. If you are the parent of an elementary school student, you may have noticed some of the changes introduced by this new program. Students study fewer topics per grade, but study those topics at a deeper level. They are using visuals and model drawing to understand mathematical concepts. They are learning more than one way to solve a problem. The instructional methods being used may be different than you remember from your days in school, so we've prepared this video to take you inside one of our classrooms, where you can see how students are taught to work through a problem. Evergreen Elementary School teacher Sharon Ferrebee works with a small group of 5th graders to tackle a word problem meant to teach children how to multiply whole numbers and mixed fractions. Listen as she guides students in solving the problem.
When I think about problem solving, and I know this is my problem, what are the first things that I need to do before I can even start? Anthony, what do I have to do?
Read again.
I'm sorry, honey? Read again. So how many times would I have to read?
2.
At least 2, and I'm just doing what at that moment, Anthony?
Yes, read.
Yep, you're thinking about the what, Cole?
You're thinking about the question, what it's asking, what you know.
Okay, so we want to think about what it's asking, what we know, and we just read through it. Why do I have numbers covered?
So we know what we're doing.
Right, because do we want the numbers to get us confused?
No.
No, we want to think about how to break it down first, and then can we look at the numbers and come up with a plan?
Yeah.
All right. Ms. Gupta buys so many packages of chicken. Each package weighs so many pounds. The price of the chicken is blank per pound. How much does Ms. Gupta pay for the 4 packages of chicken? Now I'm going to give you it on a piece of paper, and you're going to read through it again and start to think about the question. What should you be saying to yourself in your head? What are you going to be focusing on? Taylor?
What is it asking?
You want to focus on what you're asking. Gabe?
What do I know?
What do you know? And what's the next piece that we've really started to focus on? Abigail?
How much parts am I thinking?
How many parts? So how many questions or parts are in the problem? Because is it possible that when I have to figure out this one answer, I may not know all the information or may have to do something else to get all that information? Would you guys agree? How much does Miss Gupta pay for the 4 packages?
Looking for money.
Okay, so we're looking for money. So, first thing I want to do is write my sentence, because once I get my sentence down, does it fall apart from there and can I figure out its pieces? So, if I know that I have to pay a certain amount, that's telling me something. So let's write our sentence. Who can give me the sentence I would start with? Alexis.
Ms. Gupta pays blank dollars for 4 packages of chicken.
Okay, so Ms. Gupta what are our key pieces of information? Abigail, what do we know?
There's 4 packages of chicken.
Yep, so we know that there are 4 packages of chicken.
Okay, so this tells me the weight.
Right? And what else do we know?
2 and 3 pounds.
Yep, so we know that each package is 2 and 3/5 pounds. Okay.
And they're $2 per pound.
Okay, $2 per pound. All right, so let's talk about this. Let's act it out, or let's draw a bar model or some kind of picture to figure out what I need to do. She has a great picture here. How does this picture represent what we have to find?
Because there's 4 packages, each weighs 2 and 3/5.
So what am I finding? Before I can figure out how much it costs, what do I have to know?
How much they weigh.
You got it. So what should my first sentence be before I even get to my second sentence?
Total weight is blank pounds.
You got
So
it.
we
The
know.
total pounds of chicken.
Nate,
5 times 2.
or just 10?
I know, but like
just
10 plus 3.
No, we need to find out like the whole amount of.
Yeah, I know that.
This is what I need to get to in the end. But in order to solve that, I need something else first. Taylor, what do I have to do?
Figure out how much packages of chicken weigh.
You got it. So what's my unit? What am I going to be focusing on?
Pounds.
Pounds. So what's my sentence? Cole?
The total pounds of chicken is blank.
The total pounds of chicken is blank. All right. So, do you already have an operation and an expression that you're going to use to solve it? How many have used your pictures of your bar models or your examples to help you figure out your operation? If I look at Abigail's, is there more than one way I can solve this?
Yeah.
If I use Abigail's picture, Abigail, what is one approach that I could use to solve this?
Do 4 times 2 3/5.
Yep, that's absolutely one way. That's one expression. What have we talked about with multiplication, and what other operation goes very closely with multiplication if I can't see that I have to multiply? Anthony? Repeated addition, absolutely. Could I take each one of those and add those all up?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Solve it the way that you like to solve it.
I think multiplying is easier. So we should multiply because we know what to do. So we know that.
So 3 is 2 3/5 times 4.
So we know 2 times 5 is 10.
So what do you have to do to that next number first?
Turn it into an improper fraction.
You got it.
What should be 13/5?
13 fifths.
Mrs.
13/5, and then you have to multiply.
Times
Girls, you good? Are you rocking this problem already?
And 13.
No, what can you just put here? You're just going to multiply. You can. Can you multiply numerators and multiply denominators? Okay, first part done?
Yeah.
I'm impressed with your math. You guys knew this. Could we simplify these fractions to make it easier? Could we simplify them before we multiplied? No, we didn't. But what did we come up with as our answer? Abigail? Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
All right, so now, do I need to think about this? Do I need to think about this answer a little bit differently now? Because now I need to approach the second step. So this tells me how many pounds. New portion of your paper, draw me a new picture. How am I going to use how many total pounds I have to figure out how much I pay for those 4 packages? What do I know now?
2 pounds.
What do I know, Anthony?
$2 per pound.
$2 per pound.
And then you now know your pounds, so then you have to multiply that.
$104
Yeah.
divided by what?
5.
5. Okay. Looked pretty easy so far, right? Let's see what happens to it. Talk me through it, Gabe.
So we know that like 5 times 20 equals 100.
5 times 20 equals 100. Now, does everybody approach this a little bit differently?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's looking at his whole number here, and he's saying 5 times 20 equals what? 100. What do I have left over? 4. Now, Abigail loves taking 20 and 4/5, and she wants to make an equivalent fraction out of that. Is there anything wrong with that way?
No.
Nope. I can use 4/5 and turn it into a decimal. If I have it this way, what do I do? Think about money. What do we know about money, and what do I know about what I can do there? Anthony?
Well, you can multiply the 5.
Oh, wait a second, but what can I put here?
A decimal.
Ah, I could put that decimal. If I put that decimal, then what do I have to put there?
You're going to have to put a decimal on the top.
Right, but I have to do something here. I can't use 4 because
You're going to have to add a 0.
I'm going to have to add that 0. And look what happens. Now what happens, Anthony?
You have 40.
Right, so what am I going to do with 40? How many times is it?
Going to 20.
Well, it goes into what?
5. Goes into 8.
8. So 8 times 5 is what?
8 times 5 is 40.
All right, what can I put up here? Because now what do I have? $20 and is that 8 cents? Or what would that be? Could I put another 0? And then what am I gonna have to put? Oh, so wait, let's do it Abigail's way. Abigail wants to turn it into an equivalent fraction. And Abigail, what did you say I should do to this 5?
You will multiply by 2.
Multiply by 2, and what do I do? What I do to the,
Denominator you do to the numerator.
so what should it be now?
8
Oh, same thing? But it's money, it's dollars, so you have to make sure that you have that other part there. So, wait a second, how much did she pay for 4 packages of chicken? Cole?
$20.80.
Bam.
Through Math in Focus, students are learning multiple strategies for solving problems while also practicing the operations they will need for higher level math. More information about the Math in Focus curriculum can be found online at www.pvsd.org. Select the Curriculum and Instruction Department tab, and then the Math in Focus resources link on the right-hand side of the page. Thank you for watching.